conversation around greatness can have nothing to do with the conversation around being a cultural phenomenon. And now there is no debate that Caitlin Clark has become exactly that. Think about it. The Nike historic shoe deal she just signed, she signed because companies like to make money, and they know they will make money. Because when Caitlin Clark walks into a coffee shop in the middle of nowhere, people recognize her. Because when you are on Saturday Night Live and every news and entertainment network along the way, not just sports networks, you've risen above the conversation about your play, and you've become a cultural.
Where were the shirts, the hoodies, the hats, the collaborations? For 18 months, there was nothing but silence while demand kept building. Then, just after midnight on a late September night, the Caitlin Clark logo finally appeared in Nike's digital marketplace. It was simple, clean, and instantly recognizable. The pricing felt reasonable, almost conservative: $40 for adults, $35 for kids. Nike reportedly produced around 2 million units, a number that probably looked aggressive in internal meetings. In reality, it wasn't aggressive at all. It was a massive underestimation of just how much demand had been sitting there, waiting for something, anything, to buy.
And watch an Iowa game when she was playing, or just sit there and like watch her full highlight clips, just whatever like great shot she shoots or whatever play she makes that's big, it goes on Twitter or TikTok, whatever. I've seen it. But I want to give respect due to this, to her, because again, what she's doing is amazing. Like you ain't never seen no female do what she be doing, or no woman. So in that standpoint, I just want to show love and just see, what's going on, like see what type of shots and like just the craftiness that she got.
That was all it took. Nike's infrastructure, designed to handle billions in annual transactions, buckled almost instantly. Reports described more than 10 million site visits in a single minute, with roughly 500,000 orders processed before systems began to fail, locking millions of fans out. What followed was chaos that spread globally. Europe woke up to sold-out notices, Asia saw the same frenzy hours later, and in places like Japan, fans reportedly lined up outside stores hoping for a chance at restocks. On Chinese resale platforms, Caitlin Clark t-shirts appeared for thousands of dollars, while bots and resellers flipped inventory at massive markups, some clearing tens of thousands overnight. Social media exploded with crash screenshots and failed checkout videos that pulled in hundreds of millions of views. Fashion outlets treated the shirt like a statement piece, and even Nike's stock reportedly spiked in response. A $40 t-shirt became a symbol of status and proof of something the industry could no longer ignore. A WNBA player, barely 2 years into her pro career, had generated demand on a scale usually reserved for the biggest stars in sports.
The argument right now that Caitlin Clark has become the Taylor Swift for all of women's sports. She's easily recognizable in everything she does, and it's turning new generations of fans to her. It's bringing new generations of women and men to sports that maybe they weren't covering before. It's getting a level of interest that is far beyond the game that's being played. We can continue to debate the career process for Caitlin Clark and what's going to happen. But what this shoe deal proves to all of us and reminds all of us is that there are sometimes some people are larger than any one particular game that they play. Caitlin Clark has accomplished that already.
Nike scrambled in real time. The initial 2 million units were gone in roughly 3 hours, forcing emergency production orders for 5 million more as shipping partners ramped up capacity and factories across Southeast Asia pushed into overtime. Every delay meant lost momentum, and the scale of the response made one thing obvious: Nike hadn't underestimated the product or the athlete, but the cultural moment. By October, the full Caitlin Clark line launched, and the numbers were staggering. Hoodies alone reportedly generated more revenue than the combined totals of multiple WNBA teams, and Nike's quarterly earnings reflected a 15% revenue increase, with the Clark collection explicitly cited as a key driver for a $150 billion company. The shockwaves hit immediately. Adidas convened emergency meetings, Under Armour stock dipped, Reebok executives were reportedly stunned, and Puma began questioning its entire women's strategy. The industry-wide question wasn't how a $40 t-shirt sold out, but how one WNBA player created this level of demand. The answer was simple: Caitlin Clark, but the implication was far bigger. Women's basketball had crossed a commercial threshold the industry was no longer prepared to ignore.